Welcome back to Athletic Everyday, day number 151. I definitely got that workout in, like I promised I would yesterday, first thing in the morning. And it was really nice to get some sunlight on my skin, get my feet touching some grass, and to get something athletic in. Even though I did a workout right before this, like the night before, like the last thing I did before I woke up for this workout was another workout. But I got a decent amount of sleep, and it just felt good to get moving straight away first thing in the morning. It just feels very, very nice to run barefoot on grass, especially with the sun as well. It's just a really, really fun thing to do. So yeah, I think in future, if I can, especially the rest of the summer, I would like to start doing more workouts of this nature where I'm working out in the grass, barefoot, hopefully getting some sun as well, because it just makes my day a lot better afterwards, especially if you do it first thing in the morning. It just means I'm always in a really good mood for the rest of the day. I'm not sure exactly why. But I think it's just a combination of the sunlight, you touching a natural surface in the grass, and then obviously, moving and getting all the endorphin benefits from exercise. But back to the workout itself, this was bounding workout. So every Monday it's going to be a bounding workout from here on out for the next few weeks of this phase of the program. And one thing I was focusing on with the bounding drills was trying to get this butt kick with the heel. So what you'll find is when you watch triple jumpers, long jumpers, even very, very elastic vertical jumpers, dunkers, and when they jump off the ground, the leg that they leave, or if they're doing a two-footed jump, their legs or their single leg that they jump off of, it continues in a sort of, I don't want to say cyclical motion, but there's what we call like backside mechanics, where the heel of that foot swings up and then kicks himself in the butt. It's like they're having a continued flexion of the knee, almost until the heel swings up and kicks you in the butt. Now, I don't usually do this when I jump. If you look at videos of me jumping, my legs more or less stay completely straight, and I don't know if there's any benefit to actually getting this extra flexion of the knee and this higher elastic, I guess it's more elastic ground contact. I'm not 100% certain. But it's oftentimes when you see these guys that look like they're springing off the floor for a vertical jump, you will see that their heel almost basically touches their butt. When they get up into the air, they get that heel butt kick. So that's what I was trying to focus on doing when I was doing these single leg bounds. I was really trying to focus on, you can see here, I'm trying to kick myself in the butt as I bring that knee up and through. I think the reason why it's supposedly beneficial is that it makes it easier, well, at least on bounding drills, it makes it easier for you to bring your foot through and to bring your knee through as well, so that you can get into that next stride. So that cyclical mechanic can happen a lot more effectively. Now, when it comes to actual vertical jump, I'm not sure if there's any real benefit, because there are ridiculously high jumpers who don't have the heel butt kick, and there are people who jump pretty high with the heel butt kick. A good example would be Isaiah Rivera. He's one of the highest jumpers in the world. He definitely doesn't have that heel butt kick where he brings his heels all the way back up to his butt. But another good example would be someone like Tyler Curry, who's like 5'11", very elastic jumper. Every time he jumps, you can see those heels swinging all the way up. So it's not something I necessarily think I can train, but it would be interesting to see if I can start to implement it more with the bounding drills and see if that has any positive impact on my vertical jump. Just theorizing there. I'm not 100% certain whether or not that would work. Just got a few dunks in today after the workout. I was supposed to get more in, but because I did quite a decently sized dunk session yesterday, I figured I'd only get a few in. Then I had 3 sets of 10 Peterson steps, and then 2 sets of 10, well, I think it maybe even worked up to 3 sets of 10 on the calf raises. And then I snuck in a set of tib raises as well. Just to get some lower leg conditioning, focusing on that quarter squat position, trying to get my knee as far over the toe as I possibly can with a mostly upright torso on those Peterson steps. And then with the calf raises, I actually, on this next set, I decided to elevate my balls of my feet a little bit more so I could get more range of motion, more ankle dorsiflexion in that straight leg position, just so I can train that gastroc through a more full range of motion, really. And I worked up to 80 kilos. 80 felt like it was moving okay. When balance is really an issue, like you see there, I'm sort of stumbling. When balance is an issue, I feel like it's a bit of a struggle to get that full peak contraction at the very top of the end range of motion. So when you're like fully plantar flexed, and you see I'm falling off there as well. But this is definitely better than doing it the way I was doing it before. I was standing literally in the squat rack and holding my hands on the rack to try and like guide myself up and down. I mean, more ideal would be a Smith machine, but you know, I haven't got one at home. And yeah, here's that set of tibialis raises that I snuck in. Just a set of 10. I'm really pleased that I'm able to do this with 20 kilos now, or 45 pounds, or 44 pounds, whatever you would call it, if you're American in freedom units. But yeah, I'm really pleased I'm able to do this now because, I remember the first time I started doing tib raises with the tib bar, I was barely even able to get 10 kilos on there for 10 reps. And I was able to get this 20 for I'd say 9.5 reps. And what I did on that last rep there is I pulled my feet up to get the last little bit of range of motion, and then I did a very slow eccentric on the last rep to make sure I'm eking out every little bit of stimulus I can on my tips. All right, guys, that's pretty much it for me today. Thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.